Hello everyone, I'm doing a playthrough of Fallout 4, mostly to show the kind of fun that I have with a couple of my mods, and also to explain some of my personal story for Fallout 4, just, ramble my thoughts about it and get the ideas out of my head, because I don't really have a whole lot of people to talk to about my headcanons, or I guess maybe less hand cannons, more fan cannons, because they're very different from the main story of Fallout.
Hey,
so first of all, my character that I'm going to be doing, I saved a preset of her. Let's see if it works. Melody. You might recognize that name if you're a big fan of Fallout New Vegas. Melody is the little girl you meet only if you're on the evil route with the Legion. She's one of the slaves there. So in my story, my courier, which is a girl named Lane, rescued her and adopted her and did the independent route with Yes Man. So this is Melody, grown up and come to the Commonwealth. I headcanon that she was around 14 or 15 when she was rescued, because Bethesda only has one child model and they can't exactly show different ages of children, so she could have been a teenager and malnourished, or just, unable to be shown as a teenager, because they don't exactly have a lot of variety in the game engine. So I tried to make her look like the facial structure, nose, jawline, etc. of her model in New Vegas. She's listed as Hispanic as her race. And so I figured that with all this walking and adventuring she could do with short hair, that would be better for her moving around. And I gave her some dark makeup just because I thought that looked good on her. Confirm character. Now, the first mod that I have in this, let me save first of all, is called Start Me Up. Start Me Up allows you to do alternate beginnings for the game, so that way you're not just doing the same story over and over. You still have to do most of the story of the game, but it has a different beginning at least. Now, because Melody comes from the Commonwealth, she is only dreaming of this pre-war area. She doesn't come from the pre-war area. I was in the Commonwealth and I just stopped to rest. She's not from the vault at all. Next, you can go through the whole creation of your character via this instead of talking to the vault salesman. So I think that she would have a high amount of strength and agility and intelligence. This is because my courier, she made her player home in the Big Empty by befriending all of the robot people there. And she does a lot of experiments and stuff there, and Melody ended up convincing the think tank to give her some cybernetic abilities and teach her how to do a bunch of stuff. And yeah, they got in trouble with the courier much later because they didn't have her permission, but that means that Melody has both some cybernetic implants and a lot of knowledge of science. So I'll say 6 for that for now. 6 for that. Let's see. I would rather charisma be a little higher. That would mean getting rid of something else. No, I'll just take that for now. And you'll notice one of the glitches with the Start Me Up mod is that every time you click on one of these, the camera zooms in further. So it's just going to keep zooming in until I'm done. Let's see. You can pick 2 of these. I believe one of the ones I picked was +2. My limbs are more easily crippled. Yes, she is small because of her malnourishment as a slave. So let's go with perch up. And then I think I chose this one. I selected the good nature trait and the small frame trait. Let's see. Drifter or runaway gunner construct. No, she's not a ranger. First level trapper, path operators. I'm gonna go with drifter because she's mostly exploring. She's looking for ways of linking trade routes and such back to the Courier in New Vegas, because the Courier, in my mind, is a very good leader and knows how to have councils and leaders over the economy and treasury and stuff like that, as opposed to it being anarchy like in the canon ending. I'm going to say that she was near Vault 111, so that way I don't have to move too far to do the mission. Only the essentials. She didn't bring a whole bunch with her to the Commonwealth. Let's see, make her level 5, so I'm still in the beginning. And ready. Now I have a few things that will make the playthrough different in this. I'm going to be using place everywhere and scrap everything, which are very vitally important for making settlements. They just change everything about how you can place and build things. Second, or I guess third, finish breathing. Oh, so you can see my levels are going up. This is her drifter outfit. I'm actually in Deacon's place right now. This is, you can see from the symbol there that that's one of the railroad potential important spot symbols. Let me take some of Deacon's supplies. This is where he was watching the vault from, so that way he can see if anybody comes out. That's how he knows that you left the vault, because he's been watching it for a while just in case. So as I was saying, I have Sim Settlements, which just completely overhauls the way settlements work. Aside from place everywhere and scrap everything, which are just, they're vital. You essentially can't play without them because things just float and stick everywhere. And the physics, I don't know why they put physics in the building. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. Everybody gets rid of it with the mods. But Sim Settlements allows the settlers to build their own things. All you have to do is put down plot markers, such as the residential plot, the commercial plot, places for stores, for homes, for farms, and then they pick which type of lot or of that type that you put down. So whichever house, I have several hundred blueprints for that, so that way it's almost always something new. And then they build the town up around you. You just have to put down the outlines of it, I guess. It makes it much easier, and I've actually had a great time building settlements. I find it very relaxing and intuitive. One of my favorite ones right now on my other save is Vault 80 for... Come on, okay. The big vault that you can build up by yourself. That's currently my favorite one because I've emptied it entirely out, and instead of building a stupid actual vault, which looked very boring and blocky and shapeless, I decided to build a city with skyscrapers and streets and streetlights. And I think that it looks very good. Let's see. So you can collect these stencils with one of the mods I have. I don't remember which one it is. I don't know how to use the stencils. I haven't used them on my other save at all, so I'm just going to ignore it. Let's see. Junk. Just gear. So what you'll notice is that I'm not going to be collecting most junk either, because A, I have a mod that allows me to simply put down a box full of supplies. I figured I've already done and experienced all of Fallout 4 the way you're supposed to, with gathering supplies and buying them and bartering them and passing them around. So, well, if you do the start me up...
Why would Vault-Tec do this?
If you do the start me up, you can't actually get the wedding ring from Nate because he's no longer your husband, he's just some random guy. What was I saying? Oh, I already experienced the gathering supplies, so I figured I might as well just put down the supplies so that way I can pick them up. You know, I don't really need to keep experiencing that over and over and over. It's much easier to just have the supplies on hand. That has a spring, I'll need that. The reason I need some junk is because I have another mod called Conquest. Conquest allows you to put down a new workshop anywhere you want. You have 10 available, and they have all the limitations of a regular workshop except a much, much bigger budget. And they can fit almost anywhere, even in some interiors. And I think it works much better than trying to use that command to put down a workshop, because this has it so that way it's supposed to work that way, as opposed to trying to force your game to cheat that way, and it's much less likely to cause a crash. If you try to use that workshop command to plunk down one in the middle of nowhere, it tends to be very glitchy and very bad for the system. So try not to kill your system doing that. I'm also collecting some things just to sell, like paper money, cigarettes, lockets. Those tend to sell for a lot. And even though I don't actually use most of the caps now that I don't need to buy supplies, I still like having a lot of caps. It just, you know, it feels nice. Right, there's never anything in here. Now this is what the Start Me Up mod does. Because Nate is no longer your husband, you are no longer Nora. Or vice versa if you play a guy. Nora didn't make it out of the vault. Sean tried to, you know, awake the vault and have her escape, but she ran through the electricity and got killed. So this is just a log of what you already know from the beginning of the game. It just plays Kellogg kidnapping your baby and killing your spouse. So since we've all heard that, we don't really need to listen to it again. Everyone knows what the beginning of the game is. You've played over and over and over, or at least watched other people's videos of it. Right, stim pack, around, what other weapons do I have? I have a snub nose, that's way better than a 10mm. I don't really need the glasses. Usually I'll put glasses on my character just because I like how they look, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't think Melody needs it. Oh man, I completely forgot to actually level up my character. Okay, first thing first. Requirements not met. Need those. In order to put down certain crafting benches, I'll need this. and then I'll need to get that once I have another level. Vault-Tec lab coat. I always grab one of these just because I like how it looks on Curie. I think it fits her because we found her in a Vault-Tec lab, and she likes science, so she wears the Vault-Tec lab coat.
Tunnel's gotta be somewhere.
Almost forgot about that. Open evacuation tunnel. We've all seen and read these other logs on there. Everybody's played the game before, or watched videos of it if you can't play the game. Come at me! There we go. What was the other Molotov cocktail? I should probably equip that. Let me make a save. I recently completely deleted and erased all of my Fallout 4 files and reinstalled it and started over with a lot less mods, just because I was hoping that maybe I could make the game run smoother and have less crashes, because boy does this game crash a lot. I mean, it doesn't crash nearly as much as Fallout 3 or an unfixed Fallout New Vegas, but it's a Bethesda game and has a lot of, tiny glitches, especially since I'm playing with Fallout 4 Script Extender, which is required for a lot of mods. It helps regulate them, make them more stable. But the thing about that is that it skips the start menu. It skips the whole pop-up. It makes you get shunted straight into the game. And so that means that you can't actually change the graphics settings or the resolution. So I had to go into the INI file and change the graphics and resolution from there. So if you notice some textures bugging a little bit or glitching out, it's because I had to change them in the INI and not the proper pop-up that you're supposed to. Let's see, I think I need the hub flower for a couple of the drugs. My character, I do tend to use Great Mentats, just because that gets me a big charisma boost, along with some alcohols, and I like having a lot of settlers. So, I have two things to do in here. First, I need to talk to Codsworth.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Now, you'll notice the dialogue is a bit different. That's because of the Start Me Up mod again. The person who made the mod did their very best to go through almost every single bit of dialogue in the game in order to change the fact that you're a Vault Dweller, because if you do the Start Me Up mod, you're not a Vault Dweller.
No rush.
You're looking good for a robot that survived an atomic war.
Thank you, Mum. My, but you look distraught. Perhaps Sir can offer one of those hugs you humans are so fond of. Speaking of which, where is your better half?
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Oh, Mum, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Oh, Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
And just who is this Sean, anyway?
Why, Sir had him last, remember? Perhaps he's gone to the Parker residence to arrange a play date. I'm sure he'll be back with him momentarily.
I don't understand what's going on.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack.
Oh, sorry, that was my phone.
Must be
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Mum, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing! And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! The car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, Mum. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe Sir was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's a private message for you. My etiquette protocols would not permit me to play it for myself. Any standard holotape reading device should be able to play it back. Oh, like that Pip-Boy on your arm. That should work brilliantly. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Sir and young Sean may turn up yet.
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, Mum.
So the only reason I played that cutscene in its entirety is because I wanted to show the difference between the dialogue. Codsworth will take care of all that just fine. But I'm probably not going to be playing the full dialogue for a lot of other scenes. I'll probably be skipping it a lot just because I've seen it a lot. I've played this game so many times. Let's see, let's do agility because my agility is very low. You can see that Melody was humoring Codsworth a lot, trying to be gentle with him. The other options I could have said were a lot less kind. So I wanted to be nice to the forgetful robot who doesn't really know where he is or who I am. Now, the next thing I need is behind one of these houses. And this is something that comes with the Sim Settlement mod that I'm about to use. Let's see, I think it's behind the yellow one. Yes. So craft. Let's see, utility, town meeting gavel. Come on, exit. There you go. So the town meeting gavel, what this does is it allows you to trash a settlement among other options. This is for Sim settlements because sometimes when you use a Sim settlement blueprint, the blueprint will have so many polygons that the settlement can't handle it and you can no longer go in the settlement. So it makes people go back to their work shift, it brings people to you faster than ringing the bell, it scraps the settlement, and it scrambles people around to different jobs. So what I'm going to do is scrap it, because this is much faster than trying to scrap everything in Sanctuary the normal way, and I've already played the game a ton where you play with all of Sanctuary's resources and try to make it look like it used to. And so, since I've experienced that part of the gameplay completely, I'm just going to get rid of everything I can. You can see they're slowly disappearing from inside the homes. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to also get rid of the houses. I'm hoping it does, but if it doesn't, then I'll just get rid of the shells later. I'm not going to force you to watch me build. I'll show you what I have built later, but for now, I'm just going to get rid of what I can. I think that because Melody's mom works in the Big Empty, and she's very intelligent, and she makes a lot of advancements, including making that Pip-Boy for Melody and reprogramming it. I think that Melody would have more than just this drifter outfit coming out here. And because I used the town meeting gavel, the crafting workbench over there, the chem bench, is gone. So I'm going to have to go to the Red Rocket down here, which also has a chemical workbench. And I took the leather that the town meeting gavel had collected. And I'm going to use that leather to make an outfit, which is, again, another mod. It's one of the more stable mods that I found. SWTOR wardrobe. I need fiberglass. And cloth. That's not what I thought. I thought I needed leather. Okay, well... Let me put down... So, I did this a second ago, but I'm probably going to be skipping that out, so this is... Here we go. You can see this has all the pieces in it. I have to wait a few seconds for them all to load. Then I scrap. And now I should have enough to make the SWTOR wardrobe. So, let's see. Arms, belt legs, boots for pants, harness bottom, or maybe the harness bottom with bags, harness top, no jacket, I don't like it, don't like the muffler either, pants, leather, not sure what the difference with those is. And then I don't remember what these are, so let me make each of them. Okay. You know what, let's just go with this. Oh, model fishing boat. That's one of the mods I have. Do I want to go with this? Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. So, the SWTOR mod has a lot of different pieces. That means that you can use these pieces on top of a lot of different things, like the corset, the Nuka World under armor, the dresses, you know, a lot of different outfits. Hello, doggy.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal?
You can see that it does
Okay, then.
glitch through the arms just a little bit, but I think that overall it looks pretty good. It's much better than the Drifter outfit. I think it looks a lot more like some armor that Daughter of the Courier would wear. Now we're going to go down and get Preston into Sanctuary, because those are the first settlers in Sanctuary. It will get my level up, so that way I can use the radio beacon, which I need for settlements, and then I can start building, in which case, once I get up to Sanctuary, that will probably be where I end the video.
Up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
The laser musket is not a good weapon in the beginning, but once you can get the castle mission done... Oh, he's wearing a Minuteman jumpsuit because I have Eli's armor compendium, and she has a bunch of great armor that makes settlers look unique. Which I also have the Unique Settlers mod, which is very important to make your settlements look cool and natural, as opposed to making everything look like a clone. But once you get the castle mission done later, you can get a couple very good mods for the musket that makes it a very good weapon, so it's good to save it for then. or at least to modify it now to make it a decent sniper rifle. But I'm not going to be using it in here because it's not good for the very beginning. It's very difficult to use, not very accurate. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, come up.
I'm gonna tell you.
There we go. And there we go.
That's it.
A lot of people say they don't like the lockpicking minigame, but I do. It makes sense to me.
Disappearance act, huh?
I think that both the lockpicking and the hacking game makes sense, and I feel like I can understand and do them.
Nice.
Even though I don't really like that they made the player able to use the power armor almost immediately, because it takes away all of the suspense from, you know, having to get a power armor training and having to collect the power armor, especially since there's so much power armor just sitting around that you can collect. Like, it takes all of the satisfaction away from that. I do like the way they redesigned the power armor. I think that its new design is much less unwieldy than having to wear it as an actual suit of armor. I think that that design kind of sucked in previous games.
My arm! Damn it!
Now, I know what you're thinking. Why does she keep going into the menu to pick a new weapon instead of just favoriting them? I don't like favoriting them. It takes too much time, and playing Fallout 76, which, you know, is much better than it used to be, but still incredibly buggy. I hate having to pick the weapon in real time. It's scary. I like having that moment to just freeze and think about what I'm doing, so I always open the menu because it gives me that moment to freeze. Hello? These are the ASIN sensors. These are what allows you to build the sim settlement plots, and they're put here in order to look lore friendly, which I think was very well done.
Better run.
Okay, returning user. I prefer to let it handle most settlement tasks. Look good. Ultra. There we go. Did I pick up all the boxes of ASIN sensors? And that gives me a good starting point.
Can't
No
open
way
the
to
door
pick
till all the
this.
raiders are dealt with.
Oh. Thought I killed everyone. Who's left alive? Hello?
What the fuck was that?
There you are.
Enemy alive!
Right, not holding it. Just staring and letting him shoot. Thank you. Okay. Well, I could use the shotgun until I find a combat shotgun. Alright.
Inside!
In a second, Preston. I'm trying to go the complicated way.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof.
Blah blah blah
Old
blah.
school.
I need to
Pre-war.
use
Well,
a power armor.
I like it.
Blah 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 blah. I need to get the
Minigun.
fusion
I know,
core.
right? It can be powered up again.
Actually,
Already
I
have the
already
fusion
grabbed the fusion
core.
core. We're set.
So that means
all right.
that
Maybe our
I
luck's
can just get this mission started. Quick save. Cup stash. Wait, why did I grab that? I don't need plastic plates. I'm thinking of Fallout 76 again. I need plastic a lot in Fallout 76 because that's how you bulk items, that way they take less weight in your stash inventory. Save. Grab the minigun. Don't use the minigun. Use
Up
this.
here. Boss, we got somebody up here. Did you see that? I knew it.
Okay. Nice.
Here.
Come on.
Boys have a little fun. Still waiting, asshole. For the Commonwealth. Where'd the little bitch go?
Is he trying to die?
Still waiting.
Well, there goes my leg.
Wait, something's out there. There you are. Still waiting, asshole!
Why does he just keep saying that?
Still waiting, asshole!
Shut up.
I thought I heard something. Open fire.
Stop moving!
Come on, I've got places to be!
That doesn't work right now. Alright.
Son of lucky here! Out of my arm! Broken!
There. I usually like trying to shoot from above, but it was a little annoying and takes too much time right now, so usually the reason I shoot from above is because I like to get a jump on the death claw that's going to come out in a minute. Go inside. Take some healing. Deathclaw is going to get the raiders free. No, stop biting my dog! Poor doggy. Here, Deathclaw, Deathclaw, Deathclaw. I know you went this way. Oh, hello. No, 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 no! Need aid. Grilled red roach. I know! I'm missing. Aha! Now I can just switch back to the tire iron. So it should be the last guy right there. Alright. Now you've all seen the road up to Sanctuary, this little conversation here. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make you watch that. I'm going to cut the video now, and I'm going to start it again later once I have some of Sanctuary built up. So I'm not going to start on the main conversations with Preston. I'll still wait on those, but I'll just do the conversation where they walk up to Sanctuary and leave that there. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. I hope that you're enjoying Melody's adventure so far.